Hi everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. Last night I brought my whole family out to the Tesla store in downtown Sydney. It was an event designed really for people to come in and look at the cars, ask questions, free drinks, free nibblies, free hors d'oeuvres, that kind of thing. And then they had a presentation from one of the Tesla reps. Certainly there are a lot of bad news around Tesla. I guess when you hear the message from Tesla directly, it's a long game with a long goal, that they've got a master plan from the harvest of energy, i.e. solar power, to storage, obviously through their batteries, and then to transport, which is the cars, of course. Storage is in residential storage, like with the Powerwall 2, but they also talked a little bit about their business and their industry storage with regards to the power packs, and they cited the South Australia example with the installation of the world's largest battery out in South Australia, and that helped with their blackout problems over the summer. They also talked a lot about the cars, the fact that they're moving from a low volume, which is the Roadster originally back in 2012 when they first released it. It was high cost obviously at the time, only a few of those cars were released. And then the volume increased a bit more with the Model S and the Model X, and the cost was still high. But I guess a lot of the success now hinges on the Model 3, which is that low-cost, high-volume, mainstream, mass production car, which is now starting to hit 5,000 units per week in their Fremont factory in California. Interestingly, the sales rep that was talking said that whether it was a throwaway line, I don't know, but he did slip in the fact that the Model 3 is 18 months away from reaching our shores here in Australia. That's interesting, and I think that will be a game changer, and that might certainly turn the tide with regards to electric vehicles here in Australia when the Model 3 arrives here. The rep also went on to talk about the Gigafactory, which is the one they're building in Nevada, and that is the one that's building the batteries. I guess once they have that fully functional, they'll be able to churn out batteries quickly, and if they've got battery production in-house, then it should make the cars more affordable long term. He also went on to talk about charging rates, from the fact that you can just plug your charger into any wall socket, and he fielded a question from someone who lived in an apartment, and that was how he cited that you could get around the fact that Strata may not approve you installing a specialized Tesla charger. You can just plug into the wall socket. It might be a bit slower, but it will certainly get you there. That every night if you charge your car, you'll wake up with basically a full charge, or at least enough to get you through the day, and that's the benefit of owning an electric vehicle compared to owning a gasoline or a petrol car. Someone asked about what kind of commodity was being used for powering electricity to charge these electric vehicles. You can see what that person was getting at. In Australia, it's still based on coal-powered fuel, i.e. fossil fuel. The stats currently suggest that 75% of Australia's energy sources come from fossil fuel or coal. This energy source is getting cleaner. Some owners of Model S and Model X vehicles are net zero, given that they've got a Powerwall 2 and a solar array on their roof. Overall, Australia should get cleaner as time goes on, with more solar power being installed. Hopefully we see more solar farms and more battery farms and packs installed, like the South Australia example. He talked about the safety of the car, the fact that it has no engine. It makes the crumple zone a bit safer if you have a head-on collision. And he talked about the technology involved with the car, which Tesla is very well known for. There are over-the-air updates through the internet. So a car that's, for example, my car is 2015 plated, but the fact that I get updates every few weeks or months, which I have shown with my videos. A couple of things I noted, that he said that the car uses the Telstra network. Interestingly, he said no Tesla has been stolen in Australia just yet. So, I think Tesla doesn't, they say they don't spend any money on marketing, but these events certainly do help just get the word out to people. I've been to the Fremont factory in California. It's full systems go really there. You can tell they've got things in process. And I think any investor that walks in there will know that they've got things under control. And you look at the car park next to the factory, there's cars everywhere ready to go. And I think the fact that they've hit their target of 5,000 and up to 7,500 a week, including the Model S and Model X. Sure, the bigger companies like Ford, I think the Ford CEO tweeted that the big whoop, we've got 5,000 cars off the shelf in 4 hours, but they're producing gasoline, petrol-powered cars. It's not really helping the environment too much. I think if you've got a company like Tesla at the forefront of production of electric vehicles, producing that many cars a week, and fine-tuning the processes, improving the supercharger network, I think the vision is there. I think the future is rosy for electric vehicles, with Tesla leading the charge. I mean, their motto is always to accelerate the future of sustainable energy and transport in this world, and I think they've certainly achieved that. That is to turn the world around from using fossil fuel to using more renewable sources like the sun to power transport, to power homes. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy charging. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of the energy revolution. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe to keep up to date with our latest videos. If you're about to buy a Tesla, use our promo code on screen to score free unlimited supercharging. Happy charging!